Hi out there. There's been some discussion this week on the Chasky regarding making builder's plates. Who can make builder's plates? And some suggested using Robert Dustin, and some suggested using the girl Diane from the UK that does an edge plate. Bob Dustin makes a, well, Bill Shields didn't say it was zinc or something, but to me it's a zinc plate. I have some zinc plates, but it's not a bronze or a brass. Now I've been using copper to do mine, and I like that. It's really thick, 1/16 of an inch. You could do a lot with it. You could silver solder it to something, soft solder it, whatever. And what I've done now is I've made the artwork using the Lima. I had a Lima builder's plate, and I'm going to put this up. I'm going to go a little closer so you can see it. There's 3 of them on there, and the top one is the one we're going to be using. And I just put on just 3 of them. I just decided to put 3 of them on there. And I'm trying to utilize my my transparency film because it's quite expensive, and there's no need to be cutting it all for one negative. So I situated this. This was already on here, and I reprinted through the printer and put the 3 builder's plates on this side. Okay. Now. One thing is important when you're printing these out. You go into the properties on your printer and you make sure that you're printing to the maximum dots per inch and the black ink, black as possible. The darker it is, the better it comes out. Any white space, like this very first one I did, is you can't really see it here on the camera, but this one's lighter than these 2. And these were set at the maximum dots. This is a piece of paper. I just taped it in here to hold it, and I'm going to, this is the material, and I've got that one already open, so I want to show you here. It's got a black coating on there, and a black plastic. Then I peel that off, and then that exposes the resist, and it just keeps it on there like so. It's light sensitive. It's to protect it. And on this side is some kind of a paint lacquer or something that protects the back, so the back doesn't etch. And I keep it down and upside down just to protect it a little bit further. Now I'm gonna. The reason for this paper is very simple. I'm going to situate the plate on there so I have it in the best position, and I'm going to tape the transparency to the table, and I'm going to lift it up so now that tape acts like a hinge, and I'm going to take my little Jack Sharpie here and trace around it like that. Okay. Now I'll take it, and I've already done it, but I'm going to peel off the protective plastic. And that's the reason why I have to know. So now I can put it right back in exactly the same spot. Flip this back down. Take a piece of glass that I almost broke before and flip it on there like that. What the glass does is it keeps it tight. And if it's allowed to bubble up, sometimes the heat from the lamp, now this is a fluorescent, but it still generates some heat. It makes the negative bubble up a little bit, and then you get like a double exposure. So that what the glass does, keeps it down tight. And you just bring over the light, turn it on, end the story. For the next step, that's it. We're going to use a solution of sodium hydroxide in a little plastic container, and we're going to put this exposed plate in there, and we're going to remove all of the resist that's been exposed. Now, these are positive plates, so what that means is the light now is exposing everything that we want to remove, everything that we want to etch. Everything we don't want to etch is covered by the black lines of the negative, or not, it really isn't a negative, I'm calling it a negative, but the black lines of the positive artwork. And I generally print them out on paper, and then I cut them out, and I can try it and say, okay, that looks good, tape it to in this case, tape it to the smoke box, stand back, see how it looks proportionately, and then you could make a mock-up of whatever it is you're going to etch, so that you have it, you're not going to be wasting metal. Okay. Wasting plate. This is the second plate actually. I've got the first one done. which I'll show you in a minute. I already developed that one. Now, when the resist starts to turn a little lighter green is when you know that it's pretty much completed. So this one's ready to go. I'm going to shut the light off, the light out of the way. Very carefully take the glass off so I won't break it. Put it over here. And then just zip that up. Now if you look on here, you can just about see the impression on there. Just about. And I'm going to put it in the developer, and I'm going to wait a couple of minutes and it's going to start to develop. Now I'm going to bring this a little closer so you can see it. There. And you can see the places right there where I'm going to be able to drill it later on. They're going to actually etch in to make a little dimple there, like a punch mark. And everything that's copper here is going to etch away, and it's going to go down about 10 to 12 thousandths. Now you might not think that's a lot, but actually it is. Now it's just starting to develop. I'm going to run very carefully. Run the brush over. It's just an ordinary acid brush. Just run it over and wait a little bit. It'll start to develop it. That's pretty much it. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this, drill holes in the corner, and I have stainless steel wire, and that still eats away, except it takes a little longer for the stainless steel. And then I hang this in the tank, and we'll talk about the tank when I go to It's coming along now. It's just about ready. I'm going to do something bad here. I'm going to stick my fingers in it, but I'll look at it. Okay, looks pretty good. I'm going to take it over to the sink real quick, wash it off. Of course, I'm going to pat dry it later, but there it is. All done, ready to go. Now I'm going to drill the holes, and we're going to go move on to the etching process. And I'm just patting off the remainder of the water, and I have 2 plates ready to go.